Welcome back, friends. Today I want to show a video on how we're going to go about testing for soft water, whether it's soft or hard, as far as our outside spigots go. We're doing this for purposes of our garden. We want to make sure that the water that we're using through our hose to water the garden plots is not soft water like the rest of the house. I don't think it is, because I checked on my water manifold. I have two pipes coming in from the water softening system, and there's no turn-off valves or anything for the actual outside spigots. I'm not a plumber, but from what it looks like to me, it looks like our outside spigots are not set up with the soft water system, which is what I'm hoping for. But again, I'm not a plumber, and I'm not certain on that. So what I'm going to do here is, on this outside spigot, I'm going to run a water test, specifically a hardness test. And unlike most of the time, we want to see that it's okay, meaning it's not hard water, it's soft water. In this case, I want to make sure that it doesn't say okay for hardness, and I want maybe a ppm reading of maybe 50, 100, something like that, just to ensure that this water coming out of the home on this outside faucet is indeed not soft but hard for purposes of using the water for the garden. First, I wanted to show you what I bought here today. I bought this water analysis kit. It does more than what I even need. It was like $11, but it's by a company called LabTech, H2OOK. And as you can see, it tests for many different things, iron, bacteria, nitrates, even pH levels. What I'm most concerned is that second square down where it says total hardness, okay? That's what I'm going to be testing today. And so what they do, they give you some instruction here, and I'm most interested in the 6 tests. The 6 tests dip strip. That's the one that includes the total hardness. And so if you end up getting one of these, here's what they look like, these individual tests. So there's multiple ones in here. Again, I'm using the one called 6 tests. This is going to let me know whether or not the water coming out of this faucet here, this outside spigot, is indeed soft or hard. And then here, you're going to end up using this little card here, depending upon the test you're running. And it will show you what ppm that you're looking for. And as you can see there, it kind of gives you a thing that says okay for the various tests. Basically, I think that's saying, hey, if you're okay, then you're within the normal ranges of where you should be with your water based on the type of test. So obviously, the one that we care about today is this very top one, total hardness ppm. And I don't want to be in the okay range, right? I don't want to be 0. I maybe want to be at 100 or maybe 250 or something like that, because that's going to let me know, hey, this water has not been softened. And, mainly the salt is what I'm kind of concerned with. And this would indicate that this water, in my opinion, is okay to use for my garden. So let's go ahead and get this water going here a little bit, a little stream. I'm just going to let it run here for a second. And then here's the little tube they give you, okay? Let's go ahead and fill that up. All right. The test strip has the color code going from up to down, just like on here. So these colors match with the first square for each test, okay? So I care about this top one here. So for my purposes today, again, probably hard to kind of see, but I care about that very top color up here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and dip this into my water solution. And it says we only need to dip this for literally 2 seconds, okay? So I just kind of have it sitting here against the house. So I'm going to go ahead and dip that for 2 seconds. 1, 2. And then it said to kind of shake off the excess water a little bit, okay? And then it says to immediately read it, okay? So I know it's probably kind of hard to tell here, but that very top one, it's really dark. It's really, really dark, okay? So if I put it here, so it's faded a little bit, but I would say it's definitely closer to the 250. I know it's probably kind of hard to see here on my phone, but it's definitely near the 250 mark here. Probably between 100 and 250. It's definitely not zero. So I feel confident that we definitely have some hard water coming out of the faucet here, which is good for purposes of feeling comfortable using this water for the garden. Yeah, and I can also tell as I've kind of let it dry a little bit more, it's definitely close to that 250 mark. So yeah, pretty happy with this. I feel comfortable that the water coming out of here definitely has a decent concentration of hardness. It's definitely not being softened by the soft water system in the home, which is good, because again, this is the main spout that we're going to be using for our home garden. Just as a comparison, I'm also going to be testing the water here inside my house, okay? I know this is soft water here in the house, so I'm expecting to get entirely two different readings. So there's the dipstick again. Again, we're looking for that top one there, testing the hardness level. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in for 2 seconds and test it. 1, 2. Take it out, dry it off a bit. Yeah, so this one is way closer to this. This is pretty much zero. Yeah, this is much lighter than the one before outside, which was near this 250 mark. So kind of hard to tell a little bit, but yeah, this is definitely much lighter square. This is inside the home again with the soft water system working. So I feel confident given this, especially with the test outside. The strip outside was definitely much darker towards that 250. And then here's a side-by-side comparison. You can totally see, again, that very top color there on the very top of the strips. That's with the water softener. This one is not with the water softener. And that's good, because the one on the right is the one that we want to use for watering the garden. So, excellent. So everybody, thank you for tuning in today. Appreciate it. If this is your first time to the channel, think about subscribing. If you liked the video, please give us a like. And as always, please feel free to leave us any comments and we will get back to you. And until next week, I will talk to you guys soon.